Hi guys, welcome to another instalment of the Brokers Brew on the Marketing Mortgages Social for Brokers podcast with me, Chris Targett. It's becoming a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? The beginning of that. Excuse me. Now, if you haven't tuned into one of these episodes before, then let me tell you how the Brokers Brew podcast works. So I sit here, and if you're watching on YouTube, you'll see this here. I'll sit here with a nice hot cup of tea. And in the time it takes me to drink it, I'm going to chat through social media tips, strategies, hacks, and loads of updates to help you as mortgage advisors win way more business when it comes to your social media channels. Today, in that essence, we're going to be talking about Google My Business, what it is, how to use it. Even if you've already got an account set up and you use it quite a bit, you might pick up a few tips from here. Or if you've never used it before and you're not sure how to set one up, then we're going to talk through that today. And I'm going to talk through a few things that I've learned along the way with Google My Business from either updating ours or keeping our clients' ones updated. So I'm going to share some of those special tips with you today. Now, before we get into it though, if you do want to learn more stuff like this, like updates on social media, Google My Business, how to create better content, what's going on in the social media world, and general tips about what you can implement straight away, then make sure you sign up to our email list. So if you go to socialforbrokers.com/blog, you can sign up there for free and you get an email sent to your inbox every Wednesday. Excuse me, it sounds like I'm going to need the brew today. So I actually had a comment from a listener who said he likes it. It's actually quite authentic that you can hear me drinking the tea. So if you see me on YouTube, you can see the colour of it there. Perfect. It's got to be Builder's Brew colour. But if you're listening, you'll hear me sipping away throughout the episode. So Google My Business. What is it? So the Google My Business profiles are when you search in the local area, say if you search restaurants near me, it's like the cards that come up with their locations at the top. So it will show you things like their contact details, their address, some photos of the business, their Google reviews. That is called your Google My Business. Okay. But why are they so important? They're huge when people are looking for mortgage advice. Like if they're looking for a company like yours, we need to make sure that yours is set up correctly and that people can find you and get the right bits of information from you. Okay. So why should you have one? Well, simply put, without one, you could be missing out on clients booking appointments with you because, as we know, people will Google to find companies. They might go to social media, they might go straight to your website, but they'll also Google to find out a bit more about you. Or if they're searching for mortgage advisor in Kent, for example, we need to make sure that your Google My Business has a chance of showing up in there. If you haven't got one, you've got zero chance. If it's not set up correctly, you might have a better chance if it's set up but not set up correctly. So you're going to be doing yourself an injustice if you don't have one set up. So how do you set one up? First thing, all you need to do is to literally Google My Business. Okay. And on there, you can either claim a business. So this is one that's already running. You can claim it. Or what the majority of the listeners on here, if you haven't got one, you can set up a brand new one. Okay. You'll put in things like your telephone number, email address, website, booking link, all of those good things. Okay. What you'll also have to do is you'll also have to verify your business. Now, they used to do this by sending a postcard out to you with like a 6-digit code on it. So if you put 123 High Street, they would then send a postcard out to you at that address. You'd have a 6-digit code and then you'd type it in on your Google My Business. What I have found recently is they're asking for video verification. So if you do 123 High Street, what they're asking for is a video of you walking through the front door, opening the door with a key to show it's your property, and then maybe showing like a business card or a letterhead or a sign within that building to show that Smith's Mortgages are at that address. So just be wary that that's something that you will have to do. It's not dodgy. They're asking for a video verification. Okay. Once you've got all that set up and it's simply filling out the form, putting your telephone number, email address, all that type of stuff, it's down to making sure it's effective as possible. So you've got to make sure that you've got the correct telephone numbers in there. Okay. This is a big thing that I see people put the wrong telephone number or the wrong email address. Okay. Another big one is to make sure you update your opening hours. Okay. So this is more for people that have maybe had a Google My Business for a few years now. You might not even know the logins to it. So go and find the logins for it. You'll be able to access it through your Gmail accounts. You'll have to have a Gmail account to set it up, which are free to set up. But if you have had one for more than 12 months, please go in and check your opening hours. Also, keep your opening hours updated for things like bank holidays or Christmases, those type of things. Keep it updated. So when Google see your business, they can see that you're keeping it updated to show clients, so that they look upon you much more favorably if you keep it up to date with things like opening hours. Okay. The other thing that I would do if you've had one for a while, or if you're just setting one up, is make sure you've got your new logos on there. Okay. So you'll ask to be put a logo on there and a cover photo. So the cover photo is the first photo that they'll see. Your logo will be in a little circle on the bottom right hand side. Those first impressions count. So if you can use, say, if you've got a couple of different logos where one's a softer color, one's a brighter color, use the brighter color, because that's what's there to grab people's attention. And then the cover photo, you want to make sure that that's a professional looking image. Okay. Don't upload your social media posts, and we'll go into that shortly, but make sure it's a professional image of the building or of the team or something like that. Okay. Let's have a little sip of this brew because it will go cold otherwise. So, number 2, next thing you want to do is to upload as many photos as you can. Okay. Now, with Google My Business, there's a difference between uploading photos and uploading updates, which we'll speak about in a bit. Okay. When you're uploading the photos, it will simply, when you've set up your Google My Business, on the right hand side, you'll just see add photos. Press that button and upload as many as you can. What you want to do is to upload photos of the office, so both internal and external. And the reason you do that is the external ones serve a purpose that if somebody's looking for your business, coming for a face-to-face appointment, they'll know exactly what the building looks like. And then secondly, the internal photos has dual purpose. First thing, people feel familiar with the business. So they can see what's going on inside, and they know when they come to an appointment, they feel a bit more at ease. But number 2, it's just a bit of behind the scenes. It shows people where you work. It gives them a bit of an insight into you, your office, and where your team works. So make sure you're uploading internal and external photos. The third type of photo you want to upload is photos of the team. Okay, make sure these are good professional ones. It's so valuable to hire a professional photographer for the day and get loads of photos done. Headshots, photos of the team, behind the scenes content that can be used on your social media as well, but upload them all to Google My Business. Now, when you upload them, they won't show straight away. Google actually verify those images to make sure that they are okay to go on Google, because remember, these photos are going to be shown to hundreds, if not thousands of people. So they need to make sure that those photos are about your business and not just any random photos. And that's why I say don't upload social media posts. You want to show Google you're adhering to their rules and playing by their rules. They're much more likely then to put you in a better position than another company if you follow all of their rules. So don't upload your social media photos in this section, only photos of people and places. Okay. And number 3, which leads nicely on from the last one, this is an area that not a lot of people know about, and I speak to all of our clients about it. And that is the update section in Google My Business. What it is, it's kind of like a little social media section of Google My Business. And what it allows you to do is, as it says on the tin, upload updates. But you just think of them like a social media post. So what you can do is take your post from Instagram, upload the image and the written post of the content as well there for you. Okay. Upload that as an update and it will act as a social media post. Then when people are looking at your business, they can see that you've kept your Google My Business up to date. Google will look at that as well and say, oh, these guys are keeping it up to date. So they're much more likely to push you ahead somebody that hasn't posted for the last 6 months on Google. Okay. The one tip I would give you is don't put telephone numbers in there. Okay. Because they will take it down. They want to direct people to make a call through their telephone button on Google My Business. So any post that has a phone number in it will get taken down. Okay. Number 4 of Google My Business is Google reviews. Now, if you follow me on social media, you'll hear me harping on about Google reviews practically every week, but I can't stress how important Google reviews are. Okay. They could make the difference between somebody choosing you or Smith's Mortgages. If you've got more reviews than Smith Mortgages, you're more likely to get that person to contact you. Google reviews also give social proof to people when they're researching your business. So think about it if we use the restaurant analogy. You're looking for a restaurant and you search restaurants near me. Would you use the company that has 2 5-star Google reviews, or would you go to the restaurant that has 55 5-star Google reviews? It just shows it's that human element of us. We always want to go with the herd. We want to go with the restaurant that has the most reviews. It helps your client make a split-second decision between 2 companies that appear in their search, and you want to be the number one that they call. Okay, so please don't forget Google reviews. A top tip with Google reviews as well to stop them getting taken down is get your clients to leave context with the review. If they can mention staff names as well, that's always a bonus, because I have seen with some of our clients before, they've got Google reviews. Some people have just left 5 stars with no comments to it, and Google have actually taken that down further into the future because they don't know if that's a genuine review or if it's a bot that has left that review. So I would always recommend, if you can, ask your clients to leave some context to the review. Okay. And then my 5th and final point about Google My Business and how you can optimize it to get more people to contact you through it is by linking all of your social media accounts. Now, you know me, I'm massive on social media, and I suppose Google My Business can be counted as a social media platform as well. But this is an update that was released by Google a few months ago, and the people on my email list actually got first access to this because I updated them all on there. If you're not part of our email list yet, go to socialforbrokers.com/blog and you can sign up for free there. But what it is it's an update coming to Google very soon where if somebody searches your company in Google, they won't only just display your Google My Business and your Google posts, they're also going to start sharing social media posts from accounts that are linked to your Google My Business. So how does that work? Say I search Smith's Mortgages and it came up. What would come up at the top is it would show me some of the visuals and the videos that have been posted to Smith's Mortgages Instagram account. Okay. But you have to link all of your accounts to your to your Google My Business account. And it's very easy to do so. If you just go into the settings, and I've done, if you actually go onto our website, socialforbrokers.com/blog, you'll see a post about this and how to do it. You just link up your social media accounts and it will pull the information through for you. But why is it really important? Well, it shows, one, that you're active. So it could show the user some posts from this week, and they're much more likely to get in touch with an active business than somebody that hasn't posted. And number 2, they'll trust you a lot more if they can see that you're sharing topical, relevant, and professional looking content on your social media channels. Imagine if a client searched mortgage advisor near me this week and they saw 2 companies on there. One was you, and you'd uploaded about the 99% deposit mortgage scheme, you talked about the right to buy scheme, and you talked about children's critical illness cover. Okay, they can see that you've got a really broad knowledge of what's going on in the market, insurance products, etc., etc. Then they saw another company, Jones Mortgages, and the last post that came up on there, if any, was a Bank of England post from last January. Okay, which company are they much more likely to get in touch with? It's going to be you all day long. So make sure you set yourself apart from other companies by linking up your social media channels to Google My Business, and it does the hard work for you guys. It pulls through the content for you so you don't even have to worry about it. Again, think of it like when you're looking for a restaurant. If it was between two restaurants, one restaurant didn't upload anything, but the second restaurant showed 5 of their last meals as photos and they appeared on Google, which restaurant are you more likely to contact? Okay, so there's 5 really simple tips that you can integrate straight away on Google Business. Whether if you haven't got a Google My Business set up already, or which I'd highly, highly recommend you do. If you haven't, you're missing out. Go and set one up. Or if you are somebody that has had one for a while, please go back, go and listen to these points and go and review them, or make sure all your contact details are up to date and start posting to Google My Business and get those Google reviews. Anyway, I've been Chris. I have nearly finished my brew on this episode of the Brokers Brew. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you let me know how you get on with these guys, and any feedback on the podcast would be much appreciated. Cheers, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.